Hello, I'm Ashley from Through the Loop Yarn Craft, and today we're going to make the Embry Ear Warmer. The Embry Ear Warmer is a quick make, and it's made in 2 sections and then seamed together and crossed over for a really defined look. We're going to be using a modification of the linked half double crochet stitch to get this really nice texture for the ear warmer. I will be using worsted weight yarn. I've got my Furls Wander yarn, as well as a 5mm crochet hook, and of course I've got my Mint Odyssey hook. For the video, I will be making the adult small size, which is best fit for a head of 20 to 22 inches. This pattern can be found free on my blog as a written version, or you can also purchase the premium PDF, which has 4 sizes: toddler, child, adult small, and adult large. Links to the blog post will also be posted in the information section below. So let's grab our supplies and make the Embry Ear Warmer. All right, so we will get started. Now, for the adult small size, it does use about 80 or so yards of yarn. We are going to make 2 long rectangles, essentially, and then we will seam those together. So the part that we're about to make, we're actually going to make 2 of them. So we want to begin the first one, and the second one will be exactly the same with a chain of 76. All right, so once you have your chain, we're going to begin row 1 with a half double crochet in the second chain from the hook. So 1, 2, and half double crochet, yarn over, and finish that first stitch. There we go. Now, from the next stitch and the rest of the chain for each stitch across, we will get a total of 75 stitches. We're going to do the modified linked half double crochet. If you're familiar with the linked half double crochet, it is similar but leaves out a step, and it is also very much like the herringbone single crochet, except we're going to be doing it the same on both sides. So if you're familiar with either of those stitches, this one shouldn't be too difficult. So we're going to begin by inserting our hook under this 3rd bar here. So the half double crochet gives you 1, 2, 3 bars, and we're just going to insert under through that 3rd one to start the stitch. So we're going to go through that bar and then right into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And we're just going to repeat that all the way across. So through that 3rd bar, the next chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. It can be a bit tricky to get the hang of getting it through that bar, but once you get going, it gets easier. So continue that all the way across the chain for a total of 75 stitches. And there I am on the last stitch for row 1, and we can just finish that off. Now we can chain 1 and turn for row 2. So from row 2 to row 8 are going to be the exact same thing. So row 2 is our repeat row, and we're just going to do row 2, and then up until 8 will be the same way. So we're going to start again with a half double crochet in the first stitch. That stitch right under the turn chain, our regular half double crochet, and then we will do our modified linked stitches all the way across for again for a total of 75 stitches. So through that bar and then into the next stitch right away and pull up that loop. And then just into that next stitch. And we're just going to repeat that all the way across and keep doing the same thing until you've completed row 8. Then once you have your 8 rows done on the first one, you can go ahead and make a second one with a total of 8 rows. So 2 exactly the same, and then we will meet back here and put the ear warmer together. And don't forget, before tying off each piece, leave a nice long tail for seaming the ear warmer together. Alrighty, welcome back. Now that we have our 2 parts of our ear warmer, we are going to join them together. So for this, I'm using a yarn needle and whip stitching it together. Alternatively, you can use your crochet hook and slip stitch it together. However, I find that makes a little bit more of a bulky join. So for this, you're going to want to take one of your ends and get your yarn needle attached. And then we're just going to match up our sides here and pull them together. And then either slip stitch or whip stitch all the way across to join these. And we're going to join all the way down about halfway. And you can leave that part a little shorter or longer. So if you don't want to go quite halfway or you want to go a little bit more, it's just going to change the length of the pieces we crisscross over top of each other. But I've done mine about halfway. So just go ahead and whip stitch together to that halfway point, and then we'll meet back here to do the crisscross. Okay, so I've made it to about my halfway mark, and then you can just go ahead and tie that off, and you can weave in your ends now or after. So once we've got our pieces together, there we go, we want to just turn it so that this part is at the top where we've joined. And now we're going to bring the crisscross pieces up and we're just going to line them up. So one there on the opposite side, so across from each other, and then the other one over here. And so that's how we get our crisscross. Now we're going to get our yarn needle on that, and we are just going to match those up along the top here and whip stitch those all together. Just the same way we did the other side. Now your other ends, you can weave those in before you seam together or after, that's up to you. And we're just gonna go all the way across. get one right in that corner there at the end of that first piece. And then we're just going to bring this to match it right up and go across there. And then when we reach the end there, just match those corners up. Sometimes I like to do 2 in the corner just to make sure it's nice and secure. And then we can tie that off. And we are all done. Now you can weave in all your ends and flip it the other way so that all your seams and ends are on the inside. And there you go. That's all there is to the Embry Ear Warmer. I hope you enjoyed making this one as much as I did. And don't forget, if you do make one and post it on socials, tag me so I can admire your work. And I wanted to say a quick thank you to Crochet Foundry Magazine and Furls Crochet for featuring the Embry Ear Warmer in their 2022 blog hop. I will link below too so you can go see some of the other patterns as this blog hop has been going on for the whole year. Thank you so much again for joining me today. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and let me know you like the video, and pop on over and check out some of my other tutorials. I've had so much fun, and I can't wait to crochet with you next time.